What is up, everyone? This is Justin Wong, and today was a very special day, Thursday the 17th. Today was the Mortal Kombat 11 reveal. I was in Vancouver and I flew to Los Angeles 6 a.m. to go to this event. And, obviously it was raining, light drizzle, you know how people exaggerate sometimes. But the event was awesome. I got to play a lot of Mortal Kombat. We're about to just dive into all this information. But besides that, presentation was amazing. Ronda Rousey was there. Like a bunch of WWE guys was there. Cody Rhodes was there. I took a picture of him. It's pretty awesome. Like I really had a blast. And what's really cool about the event is that we just saw a lot of information. And let's dive into it. So obviously I used to play MKX. If you guys know the streams, just troll little kids and stuff like that. And what's similar about the game, obviously they brought back variations where you could pick 3 different classes of the same character, and they have different strings, different moves, so that's the same. You still have to commit to strings just like how MKX does. So anytime you do a jump in, you still gotta do your safe string into special, and your turn is ended. So I would say those are the only 2 similarities that I found. What's really different about the game is that there's no more run. So you can't just run up on somebody and just go crazy. There is no more building meters with specials. And we're going to dive into that when it comes to new mechanics. So before, if you saw previous games, you were able to just like build meter by just throwing special moves a lot. And that's how you kind of build your meter. Throw teching is a lot easier in this game. When you try to throw tech in the old Mortal Kombat, it was really hard. Like you had to press it at the same time instead of like after. But now you can press it after. There's obviously new moves for the whole cast. So I've been playing a lot of Raiden. Raiden throws like thunders from the sky. Like he just starts doing a lot of different moves actually, and it's pretty awesome. He uses his lightning rod stick as well too, as in terms of his pokes. Combos are shorter and they do a lot of damage. So some of the simple combos I found on like just my day 1, not even day 1, what my day minus like 90 days. We have back 1-2 into forward back 1, which is the lightning rod, and I cancel into the EX, right, and then which is up 2, and then you go into forward 4 into back 4-3 into the Superman, right? And there's also another combo I did in the corner right there with back 1-2, forward back 1, up 2, run back the back 1-2 into back 4-3 Superman for the corner combo as well, right? So these are like the simple combos that you could probably just tell from right now. Obviously I'm pretty sure there will be more advanced combos later on in the process. And now let's talk about new mechanics, man. It's really different. So there's some new mechanics. Fatal Attack. So Fatal Attack is, I would say, a calm version of Street Fighter V crush counters. So when you know about Street Fighter V, a lot of people fish for crush counters. This one, Fatal Attacks are similar to that, where you do massive damage, but there is a prerequisite. So if you see this example right here, you're able to tell that this throw just triggers the Fatal Attack. And the reason why the throw triggers the Fatal Attack is because if you try to break a throw and you guess wrong on the throw break, so there's neutral throw and back throw. If you guess wrong on the throw break for Raiden, you get like one of these situations where I kind of just do extra damage, and you see how like it's like the skeleton's bones breaking, everything breaking. So there's a lot of moves that are like that. So some other moves that are like that is down 2, and the list, they didn't really tell you which ones are fatal attackable, but I know down 2 is a universal thing where if someone whiffs a high and you do down 2, you will automatically do a fatal attack, and you can only do once per round, I believe, or maybe once per game, which makes more sense. I know Sub-Zero's also, if you do 3 EX slides and once the third one hits, it triggers as a fatal attack. So it's more of the experiment. You have to go training mode, experiment on your attacks, and wait and see what happens. They also added your favorite X-rays. X-rays are not called X-rays anymore. It's called Fatal Blow, and you get Fatal Blow when you reach 30% of your life left. Because back in Mortal Kombat X, you never get X-rays. You'll never see the cool X-rays, right? Never. But at least now you could use it when you're down on life to make a some type of comeback, actually. Because I would say Mortal Kombat games and NRS games are very hard to make a comeback. So what's really also awesome about Fatal Blow is that, let's say if the opponent blocks it, opponent whiffs, or you whiff it, after 5 seconds cooldown, you get another Fatal Blow. But if you land the Fatal Blow, you cannot use it again. So remember, think about it wisely. Don't just throw it out because you just see the L2, R2 triggers. Don't just blow it. And then also, if you could tell, the meter management is very different in this game. As you can see, the meter is, you have 2 defensive and 2 like a sword, right? So I would say that's the sword is offense and the shield is defense, obviously. And you have 2 options of those. So pretty much you have 2 EX moves and then 2 defensive moves, right? Which we will cover right now. And then obviously the 2 sword moves, which is considered offense, are usually your moves, which are your special moves, your EX special moves. And your EX moves also have different commands. Before, when you do EX move, you usually just press R2 to kind of just meter burn your move, right? Now, you have to really understand the move list when it comes to it. So if you look at Raiden's move list for EX moves, you can see that the Amplify, it's all different commands. So that's going to be really hard to remember for a lot of characters. So if you have a main character, you can't just press R2 one button. You have to really use all different sorts. Some of them are like up to, like when Raiden does back 1-2, the lightning rod move into the launcher, you have to hit up 2, right? Superman is L1. The lightning, you just hit square, so it's really different. And then for defensive moves, for the defensive meter, those are your wake up attacks. Those are your roll attacks. So when you get knocked down, you usually press up triangle, up 2, or up 3, and then that will do your wake up attack. So your wake up attack is not like your wake up EX moves anymore. It's a brand new move. And also you can also, if you don't want to go for those wake up attack moves, you also can roll out, roll back in, roll forward or roll back. So as you see right there with the wake up attack. And then another thing that's different about it is that how do you get meter? It's a meter timer. A meter timer. So once you spend a meter from both sides, it's a cooldown, and eventually your meter goes back where you can use where you have access to the EX moves again and your wake up attacks. So it's very different. You have to really think about it in terms of that aspect. And what else is new? They added a hop jump, actually. Hop jump techniques, hop jump attack. The hop jump attack is an overhead, but every other character, some characters have like their universal overheads, like Raiden back 2. But the hop jump is pretty interesting. I'm guessing against for low projectiles, you just kind of hop jump, and you literally just tap up like very lightly, like how you would do in Smash Brothers Ultimate or Smash Brothers in general, which is interesting. And I guess the last move that we really talk about, well, the last mechanic we really talk about is Flawless Block. Flawless Block is quite interesting, I would say, and it's one of those situations where, you know, in Mortal Kombat, everything does chip damage. You know, your normals do chip damage, your special moves do chip damage, but with Flawless Block, if you time it just right, it's more of a just defend block. So if you're not familiar with just defend block, you pretty much have to tap block at the last possible second. And when you do that, the game will tell you that you did a flawless block. And what's your reward? Your reward is 1, you recover from block stun a lot faster. So certain moves that are safe on block could possibly not be safe anymore. And 2, you actually do no chip damage. It actually does no chip damage when you flawless block. So sometimes in those situations where you're forced to take this meaty block string, which will possibly kill your whole life, nope, not anymore. If you time your flawless block, you can negate that chip damage and survive that type of onslaught and maybe use your fatal blow at that situation, right? So those are the new changes, new mechanics, and I would say it's really cool. I really love how beautiful the game is. I do want to play it competitively, and I want to try more. You know, I want to stream more. Obviously, you guys know about my Mortal Kombat streams back in the day, and maybe Asian Lamb wants a rematch.
That's a cheat move.
Welcome to the real world! You need, you know, NRS, Warner Brothers to bring back Call of Duty Jax, that's for sure. But other than that, Raiden is my main man right now. Check out this big combo that I have that I found out. So right here, it's back 1-2 into the forward back 1 into the EX, which is cancelable into up 2, right? And then you do 2-1, right? And then 3-2 and cancel into the fatal blow. Big damage, big combo, 35 to 40%, and that's literally just for like 45 minutes of playing. And I'm pretty sure the combos are gonna be longer, more just like optimized stuff, and it's really cool. I really do enjoy it. But please, thank you guys. If you did enjoy this video, this review for Mortal Kombat 11, please give me a subscribe and all that good stuff. And if you did notice, my background is kind of different. Obviously I made a little anime intro, and you see it's just J Wong, pretty much my intro. And what's really cool about it is that this is pretty much a green screen with an app, XSplit. Obviously, if you guys know about streaming software and recording, probably some of you guys use XSplit. So they just came out with a new program called XSplit VCam. And XSplit VCam is where you could just change your background. You don't need to buy a green screen. So yeah, check out xsplit.com/VCam, download it, try it out. It's really fun. You can use it on every situation. That's what I'm using actually right now. And I could actually just change anything. I could really just change just anything in general. So let's check it out. Look, I'm in the island. But yeah, shout outs to XSplit for this. And this is really awesome software, and hope to see you guys more. But really big shout outs to all you guys for watching that Mortal Kombat 11 video, and hope to see more of you guys watching some of my footage. So please like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna leave this match right here down below for the rest of the video, and enjoy. Mortal Kombat 11 is coming, and that's the new fighting game wave. Peace. This is Justin Wong. Peace out.
Round 2, fight! Finish him! Fatality. Raiden wins.